There are many roads in the world. Which one will you choose? It was proposed by China, but belongs to the whole world. Belt and Road, our common choice.
The Belt and Road Initiative is a global development strategy launched by China in 2013 under President Xi Jinping, and aims to enhance global trade and stimulate economic growth across Asia and beyond by developing infrastructure and broadening trade links between Asia, Africa, and Europe. Today, we're going to talk about the negative effect of the Belt and Road Initiative. First, let's take a look at the debt problem. As the initiative continues to expand, its negative effects are becoming increasingly apparent, raising critical questions about its long-term impact on participating countries and the global economy. One of the primary concerns surrounding the Belt and Road Initiative is the significant debt burden it places on participating countries. Many countries, such as Sri Lanka and Pakistan, have found themselves in unsustainable debt due to the high cost of infrastructure projects.
China is the largest investor in Sri Lanka today, with funding and investment of nearly $15 billion, partly under its Belt and Road Initiative. But as Sri Lanka emerges from its worst economic crisis since independence, some critics are wondering if the Chinese money is more of a boon or a bane. Chatni Vadvani with this report.
Beruwala is a small town on Sri Lanka's southwest coast. It lies about 2 hours' drive from the capital, Colombo. Every day, thousands of traders from all over the country, as well as foreign buyers, gather here for business at the world-famous Gem market.
But, as people here tell me, the competition has really stepped up in recent years. Let's find out.
Vishal Verma has been coming to Beruwala to buy gemstones for the last 10 years. These are for his customers in India.
Yes, foreign traders यहाँ पे हैं, बहुत सारे हैं, पूरे यूरोप से बहुत लोग आते हैं माल लेने के लिए,
माल बेचने के लिए?
माल चाइनीज बहुत हैं यहाँ पे, चाइनीज people बहुत ज़्यादा है.
But the Chinese presence here isn't new. In fact, the gem trading area is also known as China Fort. This is due to the Chinese traders who settled here about 300 years ago.
Sri Lanka was not able to pay off the debt, so it had to lease its strategic port, Habantoda, to China for 99 years. The construction program in Sri Lanka was largely financed by China, and after a few years, Sri Lanka fell into a self-inflicted debt trap and had difficulty repaying these loans. In addition, among these countries, Pakistan is the largest funding recipient of the Belt and Road Initiative. This has resulted in a substantial debt burden, with a significant portion of its external debt owed to China. This debt dependency not only threatens the economic sovereignty of these countries, but also places them at risk of defaulting on their loans, potentially leading to severe economic crisis and increased Chinese influence over their national policies. And now let's take a look at another country which dropped from the Belt and Road, Italy. Italy initially saw the Belt and Road Initiative as an opportunity to boost Italy's merchandise exports to China, but later realized that compared to other European countries, exports to China were still very small. In 2023, Italy's imports from China were still disproportionate compared to its exports, so Italy withdrew from the program.
Italy has pulled out of China's flagship infrastructure project, the Belt and Road Initiative. BRI projects, including new and upgraded ports and railways, aim to connect China with Europe, Africa and other parts of Asia. Italy was the only major Western economy to sign up to the initiative back in 2019, and the move was criticised by the US and others at the time. Here's Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni saying why Italy pulled out.
I think we can and must maintain and improve commercial and economic cooperation with China, but that the Silk Road instrument from this point of view has not yielded the results that were expected.
And here's China's foreign ministry spokesperson responding.
We support Europe to adhere to its autonomy, practice genuine multilateralism with China, and join efforts to safeguard world peace, promote development, and address global challenges. China firmly opposes smears and undermining cooperation in building the Belt and Road and stoking confrontation and divisions.
And let's move on to in terms of environmental damage.
It's China launching the environmentally riskiest venture the world has ever seen. The Chinese Belt and Road Initiative is an $8 trillion scheme spanning some 120 nations to build thousands of infrastructure, mining, logging, and other projects across the globe. Many countries are falling into serious debt. China has described it as green, low carbon, and sustainable. The Belt and Road is anything but that. New land routes will slice across the wilderness, resulting in an avalanche of poaching and deforestation. A dam will flood critically endangered orangutans in Sumatra. Forest roads will decimate wild elephants across Africa. Transport routes will massively increase forest destruction and fires in the Amazon. The Belt and Road will cut through the habitats of hundreds of endangered species. China claims its projects will follow environmental guidelines, but history has shown these protections are non-existent or unenforced. We could be on the brink of a global environmental catastrophe. Spread the word about the Belt and Road avalanche. Warn your leaders about its unprecedented environmental, social, and economic perils. The Belt and Road. Bad for people, bad for the earth.
There are many animal habitats along the way of the Belt and Road, so they would be destroyed due to the development, including roads and railway construction, which may cause a decrease in biodiversity. Many oases in Kazakhstan are cultivated to farmland, which affects the environment in Kazakhstan really severely, making the land desertify. Another concern that the Belt and Road bring is water pollution. There are many heavy industries and large-scale construction along the Belt and Road. So much wastewater is directly discharged into rivers, such as River Ili in Kazakhstan. This brings many inconveniences to local residents. They cannot use the water from the river anymore and are even forced to move out of their homes due to the construction. So the above are the reports about negative effects of the Belt and Road. Thanks for listening.